Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
What is poppin' is the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, and the home site, www.BREALTV. We are on location right here at the Woods. I'm Dr. Greenthumb. Hello. To my left, the legendary, iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Indeed.
Yes. And to his left, Mr. Goodlight, DJ C minus.
What up? Happy Friday.
And to his left, the strong one, Steph Chong.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday from
Word
this
up.
luxurious couch of leisure.
Yeah, you look very luxurious there, bro. And to his left, the legendary, one of our mentors in this cannabis culture, the very legendary Richard Cheech Marin is in the house.
That was 3 pizzas, so that'll be 72.78. Who's got a card? All right. Hey, how are you? It's nice to be here.
It's great to have you on. I mean, it's like In Search of, remember Star Trek did In Search of Spock?
Yeah.
They're looking for the Search of Cheech. We've been, wanting to have you on the show forever, man, and it's great to have you.
Nice to finally be here.
We've had a chance to work together on different levels. A lot of people that are Cypress Hill fans might know that you and Tommy did bits for us in between some of our songs, and they were hilarious. I was trying to keep it together the whole time, and I know I fucked up a couple of scenes because I could not keep it together. I was just laughing through the whole shit. It was hilarious, man. And I thank you for that, because
My pleasure.
that was a highlight for us to have you guys actually, do some bits for us. Because you guys were like our mentors in the cannabis culture. So
And in the record days when they
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
You know
Nuts.
C minus?
Yes.
Yeah.
DJ
Not
C
your
minus.
average.
Okay. Not your
Not your average. All right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because C is an average, right?
Yeah.
So you're not so average.
Not
No,
your
not
average.
at all. Not at all.
That's a
good.
that's a good yeah, that's
Where
a
you
good
from?
explanation for it.
Minus?
Bakersfield. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I want to congratulate you on several things. Obviously, putting the cannabis industry on your shoulders and being the pioneers to making it what it is today. I mean, a lot of us don't get to do what we're doing without the work you guys put in. And so, legalization here in California and in the other places, man, that was based off of seeds you guys planted. So, salute to that.
Well, we're just affecting the culture.
Yes. And that inspired us, you know what I mean? So we came in after you guys to do what you guys had done. And man,
Every generation picked up.
yeah.
I started with nobody. Way on us.
Yeah.
But the next generation, they were in high school when I graduated. Those guys were on rockets, as far as that whole, and it kept picking up.
Yeah. I would like to know what the statistic is on how many rap songs you guys got referenced in. Like,
That
because
would be great to know.
that wouldn't that be something? Because I know, like, we referenced you guys countless amount of times, and all the hip hop artists that actually were like advocates that made songs that celebrated cannabis, they all referenced you too, and that caused a thing, right? Where
Yeah.
if you didn't reference Cheech and Chong, you weren't really weed
No,
smokers.
yeah, exactly.
Am I right or wrong on
No,
this?
you're right.
100.
You're right.
It was the where it was prevalent too was in the country music section of the thing, man. All those guys,
Yeah.
they would,
Yeah.
we were in their videos. Oh man, this is because there's not one segment of society that it doesn't enter. Marijuana doesn't. Who you are and what segment it is.
Everywhere.
You know,
Yeah, more.
it is everywhere.
I think once people got the different information about cannabis and that it wasn't this gateway drug,
No,
it wasn't even a
it's a
drug.
Southgate drug.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, I think people were more open to it. You know, even people that didn't smoke and
Yeah.
started advocating with us and stuff like that. And I thought that was key.
Yeah,
you know,
that
but
was good. I came from a different
I
time in
know.
the culture, man. My dad was the LAPD.
Oh, really?
30 years, man.
Wow.
Several members of my family were LAPD. My Uncle Rudy was the highest ranking Chicano in the force. He was Captain of Hollenbeck and went on to a storied career after that. But so that was what I was getting at home, man. You know, like, the only thing I knew about it is that you look in the paper and see some big guy with handcuffs and a bale of hay in the trunk. You know, that was the only information you knew about it at that time.
Yeah.
And my dad looking down on me.
I imagine that, you know, like what were the conversations like later? You know,
don't you ever.
Ever.
That was the only conversation.
that was it, right?
Don't you ever.
Yeah, man.
And what was that the conversation like when you first approached the studios with doing Up in Smoke and it being that cannabis heavy like that? Was that a problem? Did they say to you, you know, maybe you need to tone it down? Or
they really had no idea what we were, tell you the truth. Really, because if we had gone in there and fixed that, or they get out of here.
Yeah.
But our producer
Lou Adler
had relationships with all these guys and knew them and hung. And even they didn't know we were big in records. They were this Chinese comedy team. That's all they. And they really didn't know what we did. And so the only reason it got made is because we did a negative pickup deal, which means we put up the money or some entity put up the money.
Right.
That was the cause of a lot of litigation. But some entity put up the money and made the movie. And when they turned in what the studio, in this case Paramount, approved the preset, of conditions, they would pay X amount of dollars more for the movie. That's how it got made.
That's how it got made.
Up your own money.
Wow, man, it's a classic. I mean, it's still it's still, like, it doesn't matter when you watch it and it doesn't matter where you catch it. You'll always find it funny and you'll always finish it out if you didn't catch it from it.
Yeah,
it's one of those movies,
good, man. I like those kind of movies. I watch those Godfather.
Right.
It came from a period of time, but is timeless.
Yes,
like you will be able to watch that anytime in the future, and it will always be great.
It's always those usually come out of time tested, kind of like we were on the road for ever. One year we played over 300 dates a year in separate dates.
Wow. You guys were on the road for real.
We did that for a lot of years.
Well, that, I think that's all that road work you did was a part of planting all the seeds and and people being open-minded and raising their kids in this fashion, like
ready audience, man. So like I say, it goes from hip hop to country,
you guys are like the way Led Zeppelin was to some of us, right? It wasn't music that was made in our time. It was just before us, but it was music that our uncles or older brothers
That's
passed
exactly.
down to us. And Cheech and Chong was that thing in comedy where it gets passed down to you. You know what I mean? And
it,
But as musical classics,
yeah, that
Eric,
too.
My Eye Will Forever Be a
Oh
Hit.
my God.
Alex Bowie forever.
Yeah.
you know, I can't believe we are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You
man.
should be.
It
It should be.
pisses me off, to tell you the truth.
Yes, you should be.
You know, because when other artists, well-known rock artists, cover your shit, and you're a comedian,
Yes,
come on.
absolutely. I
You
mean, if
know?
they let Dolly Parton in there,
You know,
she made a rock record just so she could do it because she was not about it.
she didn't want to do. She didn't want to get in if she
Yeah.
did not have a rock record
Yeah.
to qualify. But no, I would not be opposed to
yeah.
Cheech and Chong being in the Hall of
I mean,
Fame.
if any comedians, you know, in all humility, any comedians should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah.
Fame. It's Cheech and Chong. You know?
Yeah.
we were there at the beginning
That's
of rock
real.
and roll, man.
Absolutely.
We were rock and roll musicians before we were comedians.
Yeah, you guys were very much influenced
Yeah.
by like blues and things like that, right?
All that R&B. You know, we came out of that R&B era.
When you were up in Canada, did you ever run into like, you know, the band Rick James was playing in with
Neil Young,
with Neil Young?
Minor Birds. No, I knew about them after they were in Toronto. We were out in Vancouver.
You were on the other side. You were totally on the west.
And I wasn't allowed to travel. They had their eye on me.
Hey, Vancouver is such a nice place.
See,
man.
there you go, man. They made two
Basketball.
movies with Basketball Jones, man.
You know, the other thing I wanted to congratulate you on is the art museum out there in Riverside, i.e., you know, it's awesome that you've made a place where Latino art could be highlighted and discovered.
It is God's will, man. It's supposed to happen. That's the only reason I can figure out why it did, because it was events had to come together in an improbable way. The city came to me. Long story. I'm going to cut this long story real short. The city of Riverside came to me, and they had this building that they had to repurpose because they were building a new library, and this other one was the old library. Beautiful modernist building, beautiful. And they had to repurpose it. And so we had done a show up there, and big hit, a painting show. They offered the building to me to house the collection.
Oh, wow.
If I gave them the collection, they would house it there at that building, and it would be the sole thing that was in that building, you know. And
So it started with your actual art that you created, and then you brought in other artists, right?
No, it solely represented my collection. I'm not a painter at all.
Oh, just your collection.
I can make a stick figure too, but I can see good art.
Right.
I know good art when I see it.
Also, it's based off just straight up the collection.
Straight up the collection. And so, one, you're never going to have a city come to you and make that offer. Two, you're never going to have a museum make that the sole thing in that big of a museum. And who has the capacity even to hold that? I gave them almost 600 pieces.
Wow.
And I've been collecting for 40, 50 years. And I just trusted my intuition at that point, you know, and because when you give it to them, it's theirs.
It's theirs.
It's not yours anymore. It's theirs.
Yeah.
You know,
at least you can go see it though, like in a safe, beautiful place.
You know,
right?
I've been doing this for a lot of years up until we got to this point, and so I trusted these guys, and it was meant to be. It was like, you know, in the Wizard of Oz, where the house is coming, falling out of the sky, is twirling, and like, okay, if I stand on the X, it's gonna fall on me, man. This thing, and it did, and it's a huge, huge success. And I couldn't be more proud of the people of Riverside and the Inland Empire and all the fans of Chicano art everywhere. And so we're just gonna keep getting bigger, I think, and do more things.
What are your favorite pieces that you think people should come and see? Like, you know,
my portraits, I guess.
They did such a splendid job.
Well, there's a bunch of them, because in the early days, all the artists thought, well, if I do a portrait of Cheech, you'll buy it, you know. So
yeah,
they all did that.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, I did this for
sometimes
you.
it
Look.
worked. Sometimes, you know, it is work. Give me my tapes. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. You know, it changes like your favorite kid.
Yeah.
The one that's not giving you any trouble at that time. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's like music. Like for a time, this might be your favorite thing you're listening to, and then a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
months later, you shift and be like, "Well, this is still one of my favorites," but I'm like,
We're
about
like
this right
Amsterdam.
now. Yeah, right.
We don't push them off and forget about it. We have them around. You know. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, man.
It's but Riverside is an interesting town. Have you ever been to Riverside?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's a California agricultural town, and in 1880, Riverside was the richest per capita city in the United
Really?
States
Wow.
because of citrus. They grew everything citrus, and they built a railroad. Right when the railroad was coming in, built a railroad into the groves with packing houses along the way, and that's how you could get an orange on Christmas morning in London, England, because of the Riverside.
Right.
So they became very, you know, successful and wealthy, and they commissioned all these buildings.
Hmm.
This museum being one of the last of them that they built. They commissioned.
One of the unknown Riverside gems, right there.
Maybe,
Yeah,
you know.
there you go.
And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful town,
Yeah.
and it's like even Chicano white, basically.
Right.
And they got along for years and years, grew up together with the same high schools together, but and it's maybe little more majority Latino, but then the Inland Empire, which is, you know, a couple more million people, the same ratio, but more, I think, you know.
Yeah.
So it was the right place to land, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Riverside is cool, man.
very
we've def-
receptive audience, and they're very cool, and it's flowering there. All the art scene,
Yeah, it's definitely
is flowering there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
That sums up probably all of California, though. That's what makes California such an awesome place. Like we have all these small towns that most people overlook all the time, and yet all of them got some kind of magic like that.
Yeah.
We got mad gems.
yeah.
Mad gems.
I mean, I want to do other stuff there at the thing that kind of because it's a cultural center, not just a repository of art collections. And we're starting a film department there next, and my friend Robert Rodriguez is going to come down and inaugurate it when he has this program called "How to Make a Film with $7,000."
Wow.
Because that's how he made his first film when he was a student at the University of Texas. Man, he begged, borrowed, and stole, and had every relative he knew in the picture, you know. And so, and he took it to Cannes this 2 years ago, I think, Director's Fortnight, and presented. It was a big hit. So I want him to bring that program to Riverside,
Yeah.
and inaugurate it there, and it'd be an ongoing thing.
It's crazy how people are, you know, creating like short films and even, you know, full length films with little resources
Because you can.
now. Yeah. Technology.
You can hold that camera in your hand. The film Gone with the Wind has more power than that. Can do that now.
Yeah.
And so everybody, why is music exploding? Because you can just get on the internet and you're a label.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
That's it.
And your own radio station, your own video
Yeah,
channel.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be, well, how are you going to get people to listen to you? Well, that's, you know, your problem. And people come up with inventive ways. And they also come up with not having 20 million people look at them, but I don't know, 700,000.
Yeah.
And that
works.
that works really well.
That
You
works.
can support your family, man, you know, buy a car and a house and blah, blah, you know.
At the least, that's a start. Because if you could get to 500,000,
yeah,
you could push a little bit further beyond that.
Exactly. You know,
If you have 500,000 people in front of you, you wouldn't be able to see the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
We exactly right.
That's right.
For sure.
We did a show one time in Rock Island, Indiana. It was the big Midwestern outdoor festival right after Woodstock and Altamont, right in that time period. But it was for like the Midwest. It was out of Chicago, and they wanted to get 100,000 people there. That was like for those days, man. I was like, we got 500,000 people there.
Oh my God.
And at the end we went on. It was supposed to start at noon, started at midnight. That was the first act.
Oh, shit. That's the
and,
first red flag, huh?
it's you cannot see the end of them. You cannot physically see the end of them. They're
Yeah.
there, but
So-
you can't see that far, man.
Yeah,
And it's like
it's crazy to see that.
500K.
yeah.
It's crazy to see that. I mean, you know, when we did Woodstock,
It was like that.
it was like that.
Isn't
You
that
know,
cool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool to have that experience to play all those,
yeah,
you know, of historic places. You know,
yeah. It's
the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. You ever play in Nashville or anything?
probably way back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if we played so many shows there, but
Yeah.
definitely in Memphis. We played more, I think, in Memphis.
Memphis was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a big music scene in
Yeah,
Memphis. for
always
sure.
has been.
Always has been.
Blues Boy from Beale Street.
Yeah.
Let me ask you,
It's a
whose idea was it to add the big roll of paper and the Up in Smoke album? Whose idea was that?
This is a guy, I believe his name is Craig Braun. And he,
Hell yeah, Craig Braun.
Because that was genius. I mean,
Yeah,
It
That was
was.
genius.
He's the
Yeah.
same guy that designed that Rolling Stones album, Sticky Fingers, with a zipper in front.
mhm.
That was Craig. He had his company and he did a bunch of iconic albums like that. So he was the big cheese in town, and Lou went to him. He knew him, and so he came up with that idea. And then we had to go get permission because it's a Spanish company. There's an actual company, Bamboo.
Bamboo, you're right.
Yeah,
right,
Bamboo.
right.
And they own the copywriter with the rights to it, so he had to go negotiate with them, and we told them, no, it's bigger in the United States. That's what it was, and they went for it. So
Right on.
there we go.
I want to congratulate you. I know you're short on time, but I want to
Hey, I got
congratulate
all
you on
day,
one
man.
more thing. The chicheladas, you know,
Oh,
the chicheladas are
This is a good product. You know,
It
of
is.
all the stuff we made, this is good. I know everybody out there knows what a michelada is, but it's beer and tomato juice basically.
That's right.
And a few other ingredients. But this is non-alcoholic beer and tomato juice and weed.
that's right.
And
50 milligrams, right?
50 milligrams. Yeah. Don't chug it.
Don't chug it. Sip it.
Sip
I
it.
think we got Tommy's up in here. Let's go to a short break, and we'll be
Tommy
right
in?
back. See if we can get Tommy up in here.
Chingo Chongo. Hey, oh.
We are back on the Dr. Greenthumb show. Hello. Joining us, the legendary Tommy Chong.
This is amazing.
It's amazing. This is the first time I've had both of you, you know, on
you remember.
Well, no, on the show.
We didn't let him in for a while. We thought he was just homeless, you know. And then he had some idea. Okay, so
Who's homeless?
Well, you were.
It's still him.
It was still him.
It's good to see you, sir.
No, I'm homo-less, not homeless.
I get it.
I messed that up.
I see.
I'm
Okay.
homo-less.
Oh,
I
now,
don't have-
now you made it
I don't
better.
have a homo anymore.
You made it better now.
That was a good flip. You know, I can appreciate that. It's good to see you.
You
It's
too,
been
man.
some time.
I'm over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Very well.
I thought I was looking that way, dude.
You can't miss him. You can't miss him.
It's
No.
a good setup, man.
Yeah, they allowed us to.
You get
know,
all
bring-
those cameras at the last riot?
Yep. Straight up jacked them.
Straight came up.
Broke a couple of windows or
Good
two.
price?
Best price.
You know, we get stoned, so we just threw ourselves through the window.
Mm.
Not
In
good
your
joke.
mind, anyway, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
Yes.
these little.
The funky fill tips, yeah.
Mm.
The glass tips, right?
These are cool.
I've been carving joint holders, you know. I'll get you one. Because I'm making very interesting ones.
Yeah.
One kind of looks like an orifice. You know, it's up
I
to
knew
you
you
what
would,
orifice you want to make it to be. But what you do, you put your tongue in there and everything, man, and then you smoke and you get high. You
You taste it more?
Hmm?
Do you taste it more?
know? Yeah.
Now try chocolate flavor.
Well, you get any flavor you want, man. I like soy sauce myself.
There you go.
Oh man.
Did you guys ever imagine cannabis would be like it is now?
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
you-
Yeah.
Exactly.
You could see the just the endless flavors, all the different types of highs that we can get now.
See,
No.
that's the mind thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about the mind. Imagine a lot of shit.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's a great thing about the weed. You know, it kind of frees your mind.
Yes, it does.
Have you guys noticed the uptick in people wanting to do more psychedelics like mushrooms and
Yeah.
things like that?
Well, they're available a lot more than
A
they
lot
were.
more.
Yeah.
Like chocolates. Like the chocolates. That's like the big thing that we see a lot. Like everybody's handing us the microdose chocolates. Now, if you do more than the microdose, obviously it'll turn to one of those.
Macro doses. Yeah.
The girls just go up the stairs there.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Checking on hallucinations.
No, baby. You never know.
Did you take some mushroom chocolates before
No,
you
I,
came?
no, I have not. But I took some. I took a bag of them out in the desert. I haven't taken them yet, but
The mushroom gummies are great. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, the gummies are pretty good.
really,
I mean, I would never
Really?
eat the whole pack at once. I'm not looking for that kind of journey.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
I've got
You
things
gotta
to
pick your
do.
journey, man. You gotta
yeah. I
pick
get it.
You
Yeah.
gotta pick it.
You never do that shit on purpose.
No.
I just got to keep my mother-in-law out of the refrigerator at all times. Don't
Bob?
eat any, Bob. Don't eat.
Right?
No, I just kind of she opens the refrigerator and just stares in there for like forever and just grazes until she finds something. It's always something chocolate. And I always told her, don't ever eat any chocolate in that
Yeah,
refrigerator.
Don't eat the chocolate.
Don't eat the
Anyone-
chocolate.
It's
no.
either going to be infused with THC or some good mushrooms.
I
or-
told her,
Anyone seeking a mild or light high, avoid the edibles altogether.
yeah,
You won't be able to control yourself, and before you know it, you are gone.
you. Did I tell you about my new chicholata?
Yeah.
Speaking of,
It's delicious.
yeah, it's
by the
very
way.
good. If you like
guys- if you guys-
michelada, huh?
If you guys tried like, doing any of like the RSO or the full spectrum hemp oil, like, for the effects, you ever tried that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I sell that shit.
well, I know you sell it.
I'm
But if
making a
you-
lot of money. So.
I know you are.
It's
But
good
have
for
you
everything,
tried it?
man.
It is. It's great.
It'll even paint your house.
We
No, really?
Really?
we've
You get
done
enough
this
of it, you give them to some Mexicans. You got house painters, man.
And one day, huh?
all day.
I didn't say one day. No.
Oh wow.
No, hey, it's the effect of it is crazy. We were doing some of the RSO and the full spectrum oil, like the traditional one and the one that's rosin pressed, right?
Oh,
Which
okay.
is, without alcohol and whatnot.
Charlie
Got to
Blaze.
tell you, it was one of the most devastating highs I ever had. Now,
Really?
I could smoke with the best of them. Everybody here knows this, but that shit right there.
What was the effect for you?
So I was watching TV, right?
yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching TV, regular, smoking a joint, and I had already taken we put them in gel caps. We don't
Okay.
do the syringe on the tongue or whatever. We put them in gel caps and swallow them. Yeah, and so it takes a couple of
I'll shove
hours.
'em up your ass.
Well, no, we don't. I ain't
Yeah,
tried that
no.
one yet, Tommy.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you
that's
gotta try
Well,
it.
you go to
that's
prison.
interesting.
Yeah.
we'll have one of our other guys
You're missing a lot
experiment.
of fun.
Yeah.
Aton will experiment with that one.
There
But
you go.
I took the gel cap in about 2 hours. It hit me. I was watching TV and I seen the TV just do a wave, like it was like whoa,
Really?
like I'm watching the Matrix. And I
Yeah.
knew I was in for the ride right then. But,
Really?
like my body temperature went up.
Really?
And I was high as fuck. I mean, my wife found me on the floor hugging the ground because the ground was the coolest thing in the room.
I love when that happens.
Because my floor was nice and cold, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
sure.
went to the floor. Wife is like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "Help me."
And what is this exactly?
It's full spectrum oil. It's from cannabis. It's just pressed.
Uh-huh.
It's like
And-
the Rick Simpson.
It's like the
okay.
Rick Simpson oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is just a lot of THC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I get it.
I did it 500 milligrams on this day, and man, it was devastating. If you take them in little, smaller doses of the milligrams, it's all
Yeah.
right. But Try to take that 500,000 milligrams. It's
Yeah.
so I'm
You
wondering
usually do it once in your life. You very seldom do it twice.
what's that?
Do what you did.
Oh yeah, I did. Yes, you're right. Because
Yeah.
that experience right there it humbles you.
Yeah.
I know of what you speak. we were we, we were Tommy and I go to a lot of these conventions, you know, of weed related or blah blah blah, and sign autographs or take pictures. And when we're leaving, you have bags with us, and people just put in stuff in there. Hey, you got to try this, try that, blah, blah, blah. And I just remember
Goodie bags.
Yeah.
goodie
Well,
bags.
when we leave here, we'll get a goodie
Yeah,
bag
yeah.
Right, yeah.
full of all sorts
But
of good shit.
but they were fairly big bags, you know. So
The best shit too.
and
Yeah.
just as it was leaving, I remember this girl in a nurse outfit, you know, one of those kind of kitty nurse outfits, and she's saying, and she, try these, and they come in these syringes, and blah blah blah. And she throws a bunch of them in, and blah blah blah. And I'll take it off. I take this bag home, I dump it out, and I'll give this all away, and blah blah blah. And I have these little like plastic syringes, like in a doctor
yep.
kit, you know, the play
Yeah.
kit when you get a kid.
Mm, mm.
And they were on my desk for the longest
You're
time.
supposed to take a nip.
Yeah, Six
Yeah.
6 months, maybe 9 months. They were just ended up this. But one day I was going to make something elaborate. They had to bake it like some kind of chicken and everything. And I said, well, I got to have a lot of time when I put it in the oven. I'll try one of these syringes things. And I says, but I read the directions this time. I'm just going to, and I kept seeing, kept seeing this number 1.6, 1.6, and everything that time and then 1.6. And so, and all there was a bunch of syringes. So I just picked one. So I guess, and it said 1.6 on it. So I go, well, okay.
Oh,
And I took the whole
Oh.
went back about my business, made dinner, man, everything was going to come out of the oven, serve it up. And I'm walking to the table with the thing, and that's when when it went sideways there.
yeah,
And but it affected me that like projectile vomit
yeah.
for
Oh,
till I couldn't remember.
As you're carrying food from the store.
No. Once my wife, my genius wife, got me into a car and before,
And then
the car movement, right? Being the
and I
motion.
was like, it's just as well. Let's just go upstairs and you can just lay down and like. I can't go up those stairs, you know, like, and she goes, okay. And my wife is Russian and she's very practical, man. And she's just like, okay, why don't we go for a ride? We go, okay, that sounds much better. She puts me in the car and she drives me down to St. John's Hospital. Or no, Santa Monica Hospital into the emergency because we've known those people because we've
Yeah.
anyways, and she explains. Oh no, she says, "You stay in the car, in the parking lot. I'll go in and talk to the doctor." And she does. She brings him out with a wheelchair. and he sees that it's me, and he goes, "Okay, so go in the wheelchair." And I'm really scared at this time because all the way from our house to the hospital, I've been out the window vomiting like as hard as you can until we get there. So, and he takes me into his office, but he puts a coat over me, you know, so I because there was people in the office, you know, and he takes me into his office. The first thing I do is you got a trash can here? And he examines because I don't know what the fuck is going on, and he examines me, and he says, "No, you're just high.
Yeah.
It'll wear off."
Hey, it's intense.
It
man.
is intense, like, and then you did the same thing at around the same time.
what's that?
Take something like
Not that bad.
not that bad.
I didn't get that pussy though. Yeah.
That God.
Showing up like a little girl.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
but I had
He's supposed
taken
to be
10
the
times
big
the
stoner of the world, you know. And here he is. He gets a little THC in the system.
10 times the normal amount.
No, one thing about that RSO is that cool breeze, that coolness.
it's everything.
It's everything.
You need it.
because
Wow.
you will
You know, the other thing that happens is when you come out of it, you're fucking crazy dehydrated.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was. I needed water immediately. Like, I was I was experimenting with the RSO and the full spectrum oils and taking bigger doses, smaller dosage, and
Yeah.
every time I was doing it for sleep. When
Yeah.
I'd wake up, I'd be really dehydrated. And
Really?
normally, before I got into that, I would be smoking and I wasn't really so dehydrated waking up. But
Yeah.
that shit right there, just it would wake me up from my
Really?
sleep
Really?
to let me know it was there.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
hey, I'm here.
Wow.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge it.
You
Go
got it,
back
boss.
to sleep. You got it. You got me right now. Goddamn it.
Yeah, I heard that, man.
Hey, I want to thank both of you for taking the time to sit in with me. And the one question I know you guys
Yes, sir.
always get is, are you guys going to do any shows coming up? You got any shows planned anywhere?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, as soon as the actors strike and the writers strike get over, I think there's something there.
That would be awesome to see you guys back
Yeah.
out there working it.
Well, as
working
soon
the
as the
magic.
accountants say, we've been,
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
we got to take care of some bills.
Take care of
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could relate.
No, we got a documentary that's in the can waiting
Oh, really?
for the writer's strike and all that shit.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Right on,
And then
man.
we got a biopic planned right after.
Wow. Have you guys picked the actors playing you yet?
No, it's us. This one movie is us. The characters from Up in Smoke.
Oh, right.
They get together after all these years.
Oh, that's fucking
And,
cool.
Pretty interesting.
Oh, I'm all about it.
One of them was in jail. And,
Okay.
and then the other one was kind of like a homeless guy.
And you find each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somehow. I think it's about the
Good
I haven't
writers.
read the script for a
Good
while.
writers made us find each other.
Huh?
Good writers
Good
Yeah.
writers, yeah.
made us find each other right at the
You
beginning.
need
yeah.
good writers, man.
Yeah,
Salute to everybody, all the writers going through it. Support the writers. All right. And
All right, dude.
salute to these gentlemen here. And we'll be back with more Dr. Greenthumb Show.
Let on.
Welcome back to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. We are on location at the Woods. Bobo's mic just popped off, but that doesn't matter because who we're about to announce is one of my homies, a regular on the show as well. My man Chavo is in the building.
My brothers.
And he's wearing that LAFC splash that he knows
Yes,
we
sir.
love so much.
That's our team, bro.
That's our team,
That's our
baby.
team. That's our team.
How you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How are you guys? How are you doing?
Good. It's good to be home because we were.
You guys been gone
3
for a
weeks.
bit.
Yeah, we were out for 3 weeks, so just getting our home legs back.
How was it? Where did you go?
It was awesome. We went to Belgium,
Europe.
France, Italy, UK, Holland, Germany.
You did the whole Euro thing.
Switzerland.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
Love it.
yeah, it was awesome. The crowds were nuts, man.
I can
And
only
you know what? We were doing this one thing, right? You know how like crowd participation
is that?
goes, right? That's the parrot. He
There's
wants
a parrot
to be
here?
heard
I
out
was
there, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how like we in bands we do crowd participation moments,
course.
right? And I was like, you know what? Let me just see who's out there, right? And so I said, make some noise if this is your first time seeing Cypress Hill. And 80% of everywhere we went, it was new
First time.
motherfuckers, first timers.
That's amazing, though.
And then we'd ask, like, who's seen Cypress Hill before? And it was like 15, 20%.
Damn.
Like, yeah, we were like, awesome.
That's a successful trip.
And I knew that we had flipped a bunch of people that had never seen us before. Maybe they heard us before, but they've never had a chance to see us. And we flipped them in those places. And that was the cool part.
Badass.
But I think what was the coolest part was we got added on a show in France at Rock and CN, right?
Uh-huh.
And Florence and the Machine dropped off. They were co-headliners to Chemical Brothers. And I was kind of nervous because, sometimes when you step in for somebody and you're promoted 2 days before, people ain't there. It's already sold out. The people that bought tickets ain't really there to see you.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a great show or it could be a horrible
It could go
show.
either way.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fortunately, they were there to receive it. It was
But I
pretty
don't
awesome.
see it going the opposite way with you guys.
No,
'cause-
it
'cause
didn't.
There's a
Not that
legend.
night.
There's a legend thing with you guys. So you know, you guys are epic
It was
and
crazy,
legendary.
because,
So
I mean, see all the people that hadn't seen us, knowing all the words, proving. I mean, they didn't stop.
Young folks.
Young folk.
Crazy.
I need to get on stage with you guys again.
You need to get on
Yeah,
stage.
we talked
with us.
about that. We should talk.
We should
some more
very
soon.
much talk
Yes, sir.
about that.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, we got-
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
dude. That
Yeah.
one time, I mean, we've done it a few times,
Yeah, we've done it. a
but
few
that
times.
last time
Yeah,
felt
NASCAR
so
was ridiculous.
good. I mean, when we had our boy.
No, that was the
Marcus,
whole chemistry.
This was the whole thing. And it felt so proper that I left wanting more and more. And then we talked, and I guess we all felt that way.
Yeah.
And so, I'm
Yeah, we
very,
gotta build
very,
off of
very
that.
interested and
We
down
still-
for that shit. Yes, yes, yes.
And I know we missed some games
Uh-huh.
while we were gone, but you were there to represent us as
Yes, sir.
always.
Yes, sir. I was there, and we've had a weird season,
Yes.
a bunch
Roller
of ups, a
coaster.
bunch of downs. Yeah, bro, it's very roller coaster.
Roller coaster ride.
Hills and valleys, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little, it's confusing when and how we win 7-1 and then we lose, to the worst team, and then we win the first place. You know what I mean? So this Sunday is actually very interesting.
Yeah, with Messi coming.
It's messy, but we are that team that can cripple a great team and can lose to the worst. So it matters where our heads are at, I think.
It all matters is if our boys, out there don't fanboy out.
They need to play.
They have to play him like he's anybody else. Play him aggressive enough, but not too aggressive because he's going to get all the calls.
Yeah.
And just forget who he is.
Who he is.
For a
It's
game.
all in the defenders as well, and we have Chiellini, and I know he didn't play the last game to play this game.
That's hard to do when you're out there playing probably the guy who made you want to play in the first place. You know what I mean? But it's a discipline that you need to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
look, and Miami is still like second to last place team.
You know who used to do what they're doing right now was the Lakers when they were on a championship run, Kobe and Shaq in that era.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point in the third when they were getting the third ring that in that season they would only play up to the team's level of what they were. They wouldn't just blow them out. So like if they were playing a shitty team, they would play shitty and chances are lose to the shitty team. And then the team that they might be seeing in the playoffs, they'd annihilate
Push their shit in. Yeah. Well,
and
let's
you can't, that's dangerous when you do that.
It is because you're losing points as well.
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to get those points. And we're not bad though right now. We're in second place, on the Western Conference. And let's see what happens. I'm very, 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 very curious.
Sunday's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cheapest right now is like,
dude, I just read an article that said it's the most expensive game ever in the MLS history.
So so him and Beyonce are king and queen for this weekend because she's coming to town.
She is? I didn't even know that.
She's about to blow it the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then he's coming to town about to blow it the fuck up.
There's a rumor he might not play. They're saying with all those because he's called into Argentina to do the national.
He's not gonna play
but I think,
a lot.
Yeah,
he's not gonna play.
They'll
put him in.
That would be the
dude,
man,
with
people
all those
would
people
hate
waiting.
him. Anybody who brought their Messi jersey to this game right here, like trying to stunt.
Did you see that post?
No,
the 3252 section.
Yeah.
They're like no other jersey, no one sport the national.
No, not even a pink jersey.
Not even
a pink
nothing.
jersey.
Well,
it's gonna be interesting though, man. It's gonna
here's
be very
the rub. In Los Angeles, there's a lot of Argentine folks that are LAFC fans.
Of course.
But they are national team fans when it comes to the national team. They're not USA.
So it's a
national
cross.
team.
So
they love Messi because
he's their guy.
He's national team.
He's their
king.
dude, bro. Yeah. So it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting as hell.
So it's gonna be but hey, those fans that are LAFC fans, they better not break themselves and put on no goddamn Messi.
I'm with you, bro.
Man. That would be betrayal.
This is probably the only time because I love Messi. No
Yeah,
joke.
me
I
too.
love watching him
Look,
play.
My son asked me because he's out there in Argentina. He asked,
I ain't going for it.
Are you going for Messi? I'm like, no, son, I can't.
No,
I ain't
I can't do
going
it.
No, we
for
got a
it,
team.
son.
Listen,
I'm
what I was
sorry.
what I was gonna say is I love Messi, but when it comes to this,
I
I'm
can't.
I'm all LAFC, and I
can't.
want them to lose. I want to be the first team to actually beat them, not tie them, beat them. You know what I'm saying? That would be magical.
You
That
know
would
what
be
Kobe
epic.
did when he got in his first game with Jordan?
Yeah,
He tried to beat him.
yeah, he has to. They have to, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's the mentality you have to have. You can't, okay,
Correct.
yeah, we got the king in the house. I'm gonna go at him.
don't we have a few players that have played him though? We have a few players on our team that have actually gone out against him before.
I don't know. That
So-
parrot seems to have the answer.
Yeah,
to
the
so
parrot. We should interview that.
Where's Snacks at?
if
Bring
I
him
could
on.
translate parrot, you know what I mean?
Wow. I'm gonna sample that.
It's hard to say.
So yeah, that's
Yeah. But
the
it's-
Sunday, man.
But it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we will.
You know,
I can't wait.
it'll be good.
I'm taking my little guys.
Awesome.
My boys are coming. I'm gonna have to sneak them in somehow into our suite. You know,
make
I
it
only
work.
I only got that one for our suite, and
Oh,
this is the
man.
day that it's hard to put, get anything else.
You've
So,
been getting the calls of like, yo, you know,
Bro.
Get me in.
bro, people
No,
calling
I
me,
can't.
hey, bro, haven't talked to them for so long. We know you're connected with them. We know you go to all the games. My son, he's been begging. It's always my son or my
What's that?
daughter. They're using their kids to get to my hearts.
All right.
And I'm like, listen, guys, if I could, I would. But there's there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to do that because I use my excuse. I was like, how hard it is to get my son in? I'm probably gonna have to bring him in through the back door,
Yeah.
somehow.
So yo, I could give you my,
Yeah.
you know, my my season pass login, you know.
Yeah.
They watch
You
it
know what I
on.
mean? You can-
But I got a lot of
you
people
can
asking,
even
bro.
replay that.
There's,
you know?
I mean, I'm sure you guys do too. So many
Word.
people asking about the game. But yeah, that's like a game you don't ask.
Yeah.
For you don't do
yeah,
that.
it's impossible.
It's not like I own the team and I got seats
Yeah.
just chilling. Yeah.
But even if you did own the team,
It'd still be rough.
man, people always call it the worst. If you're a friend, you should know.
This is the problem.
8,000 people are going to be calling and bothering us. Coming to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, do it.
But we're
better
used to
than
it, bro.
that.
We're
Yeah.
used to it.
We
When we
know
do
how that
LA
shit
shows,
goes.
Be better.
any LA show or any show in the vicinity of LA, we get that problem.
world
You know
wants
that.
to do that.
That's
Yeah.
the thing too. Like when we do a show, and then like the day of, people
The
they
day
hit you
of.
up and say, "Yo, bro, what's going on?"
For example, I wanted to see Metallica, but I found out the last day because there was Pantera playing, right? So I haven't seen Pantera since Pantera was with
Did you
all
see it?
four. No, because I was out of town on the Friday and the Saturday. I got back Saturday night, and I was thinking, I was like, I can call the dudes, Pantera guys or whoever, but I don't want to do that to them on the day of. It would be such a fucked up thing to do.
It's
to
only
get a call
because we
from-
know what it's like.
Yeah, so I said, you know what? I'll miss it. I'm sure they'll be playing again. They'll be coming around. This shouldn't be the one that I go to and see it. And I'm see so much of it online, anyways. But yeah, that's a band I want to see at the moment. Pantera. My first ever real pit was Pantera, and it was
Huh.
crazy. It was the vulgar
Oh,
display.
that's
of,
a hell
yeah.
of a pit. to
It
be
was
in for your
check it out. It
first
was a
one.
vulgar display of power tour, and they played at the Shrine Exhibition Hall.
Oh wow.
And I went with my boss. I was working at the time at Mrs. Gooch's, which was the old Whole Foods, right, in Glendale. And my boss was a metalhead. And so he got tickets. We went. I was very young. I remember what year that was, but that's how old I was. And we went and we were touching the barricades like this. And there was like no seats, right? It's the hall. And touching the barricades, and we were waiting, and they took a while to come on stage, and we broke the barricades. So the barricades are now like that. So now they took some time and all of a sudden came out and said, back up one. They pulled the barricades, bro. So now we're against the stage, like old school punk rock shit. Now we're against the stage and they come on stage and the crowd just goes buck. I've never been in that kind of a pit before.
That's
so
crazy.
they're stepping on my head, getting on stage, jumping off. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna get suffocated, like an ocean taking you in, like a riptide. And I was wearing these low top Converse All-Stars, and someone stepped on one foot and the
Oh.
shit flew off, right? So so now I'm limping out of the pit, like the pit area, and I'm pissed off because all my favorite songs are being played, and I'm watching from the sidelines. And I look to the left, bro, and between the PA speaker and the floor, there's the same foot, like a white Jordan, like basketball fucking high top, right? So I run, I grab that, I throw it on, and now I'm in the pit. Now I'm in there with one fucking Jordan, like some old Jordan, whatever, and a All-Star, Converse All-Star. The show is over. I somehow found my guy who took me there, and I have 2 shoes on. And I was like, let me see if I can find the shoe. So now I'm looking around the arena, and it was against the drum riser on stage. My shoe was like dirty. So I asked the guy, went and got it for me, and I threw off the fucking Jordan, and I put on the All-Star and went home with the same shoe.
I'm glad you brought that up like that, because that's the thing that always amazed me. I'm glad that you stuck around and you went and found your shoe, because so many people walk out of there with one shoe.
One shoe, yeah.
Like all you got to do is wait till everybody leaves
and just
then
look
lay in
around,
there.
right? So
I
I
got
did
the
that.
extra shoe.
Yeah. And but the coloring was so fucked up. I had like one like new shoe and one fucked up. Looked like I wore it for 3 years nonstop, But that's one of those experiences.
That's
in my
true
life.
though. Like you never see anybody just walking out of a concert holding one shoe when they got 2 shoes on. So you just got to be patient.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
no,
just
yeah.
like
Jacket.
wait, and then you'll find it.
And if the club is only so big,
Yeah.
I mean,
But I can't believe I found it though. It was on stage.
hey, that's tenacity.
Yeah.
Hey,
but the white Jordan.
Have you been doing any studio work as of late?
Yes, sir. I'm finishing up all the music to the solo record I'm doing. The project's heavy. Fucking everything I've wanted to do for a long time. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. I'm very proud of it. I'm about 15 tracks in musically. I think I'm just writing. It's just coming out of me. So I'm not stopping. I could stop now because the album's going to be like 9 to 10 tracks, but I'm just making music, bro. So since it's coming out, I'm going in. I'm working with Morgoth Beats, really cool young producer. And I found a vocalist. I'm not going to share who it is just yet, but he's out of Atlanta. Really cool kid, young, powerful, can sing and can scream. I can't wait for you guys to hear it, man. As my friends and as people I respect,
I can't wait
all of you musically. Got that heavy. I know
you're gonna make some good shit. You don't know anything left.
Thank you. No, I'm just proud of it. That's why, because I did some stuff. I always went against the grain of where I'm from and what I do naturally. I went like the hip hop thing. I did this. I did which I love those things. But I just went with the flow. I didn't swim close to the heart. Didn't swim against the the current. I went with it, and I'm so happy with it. I can't wait. And that's what I've been doing. And then I also went into the North Kingsley shit that you guys are on.
Oh, right.
Both of you and Sen.
Yes, sir.
And I mixed and mastered it, the full record. I didn't like how it sounded because we were using. I put all this heavy guitar and bass over it, but I had still the electronic beats and it sounded thin. So it was like, I was like, I'm shooting myself in the leg if I release this, because it's going to be like the metal fans are going to say, what's with the weak, bottom? And then the hip hop fans are going to say, what's with the distorted craziness, right? So I was like, why don't I do something? So I put some drums on there, live drums. And someone you guys know.
All right.
You'll find out about. And that is going to get remixed very soon. So I got 2 records, but I'm going to focus on this solo thing I'm doing because that's hot right now in my head. But the North Kingsley thing is more of an experimental project with my friends and stuff. You know what I mean?
So you're pretty much structuring them right now.
That's what. Yeah.
This solo album, are you going by, self-titled, or
see, that's
what's the name?
Help me with this. The guys in the band wanted me to call it like Chavo, and I'm just thinking that's ego, and I don't want to do that. Call a band. So I don't know yet. I don't know. I've always believed in calling a band's name and coming up with something cool.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they keep saying you never branded yourself, and this is cool, and Chavo's a cool word and name. I'm like, yeah, it is, but fuck, like I don't know. So I'm still undecided on what I'm calling it. Maybe we can throw like a thing out there. We can throw a little senses out there and have some people throw in some ideas for me.
When we get down to the studio and hang out, we'll roll some joints.
Can we do that?
And, yeah.
It's like naming a strain.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I love doing that.
Exactly like that.
So, songs to me for 22 Red, whenever I name whenever we get a proprietary genetic, I love doing that because it's like naming a song,
Yeah.
Like this is the man, like naming the brand, So this is the top layer, and then the songs are coming. So yeah,
word up.
Well, let's do that, please.
We're gonna do that,
Hell
man.
yeah.
And I want to thank you for taking the time.
My
to
pleasure.
Stop in because I know you're
Yeah. No, we're running around here, man. You guys are doing rad. I fucking Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Hell yeah, brother.
We'll be back
Yes, sir.
right after this. Welcome back to the Dr. Greenthumb Show right here on BREAL.TV, YouTube, Twitch, Discord. We are on location here at the Woods, and we want to thank them for hosting us today. It's been an eventful day. I mean, I'm here with Eric Big Drum Bobo,
Buddy.
DJ C Minus,
What up?
the strong one, Steph Tone. And joining us for the first time right here, my man Frank Kramer from Frank and Heidi. Man, what's happening, man?
How you guys doing?
Good.
This event is great.
It is you know, like when I came up here, I've never been to the back. I was here some years ago, but I don't remember them having all this. When I came back here, like I was like amazed because it's not something you would think that they got back here. This sort of smoke lounge, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard. So I passed it twice, going, wait a second, it's right here, and then you come back here, it's just an oasis.
Yeah, you think where would the smoke lounge be, right? Because you think these storefronts here are kind of small, but like who knew?
This is actually a surprise birthday for me. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you so
birthday.
much. I was like, are you guys kidding? You did this for me?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's
Party
like,
on.
"You real? Everybody's my birthday. Yeah, I'm turning 83 years old. I look fantastic.
For 83, absolutely.
I'm gonna like this.
It's cool in California. We get to do things like this, you know, have a smoke lounge in this area, no less. It's just crazy.
It took them a while though to get it here because it's like, you know, even though Hollywood says it's weed friendly, it's like they got to go through all of it.
Yeah,
it took like 3 years to get this thing up to get completed.
Yeah,
going through the permits and stuff. It sucks. But now it's here. It's like there's only like one or two.
Yeah, there's
in
just
LA?
a couple right now. A few of them are waiting to be approved, but who knows when. The city is slow to move on weed or cannabis industry.
How do you feel about
license
the infused drinks?
I think some of them are great and some of them need some work. The chichelada is really good.
It is. It's really good.
Yeah, it surprised me when I first had it because like I had a few in you know, from different brands and whatnot, and that they didn't really do the flavor right.
Yeah, I mean the michelada is hard to duplicate when you just got to be non-alcoholic lager and then you got to go the same way every time, and then but they really have mastered it as far as like being the only one on the market.
Yeah, if you add some actual lager to it, oh boy,
Because you can't in both.
Crossfade.
You can't have a alcoholic lager.
Yeah,
with THC.
Yeah, no, they won't allow
one
that.
or the other.
You would have to crossfade it, meaning pour half and half.
You got to pick your battles. You can just do that yourself.
Yeah, you know, because some people like the crossfade. You know, they'll pour half, you know, an actual lager and half of this, and
is that a timed event? Do you crossfade?
I have not crossfaded like that. No,
never have.
Not with the beer, like that. Well, nothing was available till now, like to be able to do that. So I have not done it yet in terms of mixed it with actual alcohol and with the infused on top. Have any of you tried it?
No.
Not purposefully.
No.
There's got to be a drink for it. It's like the Boilermakers when you have a beer and you take a shot of whiskey and you drop it in and drink the whole thing.
I would think that there's plenty of people that have done this already. You know what I mean? That do the crossfade like that because they want to see what it's like. I just haven't yet, but that would be a good Boilermaker right there.
When you guys coming out with a drink? You thinking about it? I know you've been thinking about it.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. It's just, you know, what's the right drink?
What flavor would you go with?
Yeah, that would be tough, yeah. Because there's four of us, you know what I mean? And we gotta like, well, I might like this flavor. I like this flavor. But yeah, the drinks are tough. With the flour, it's like we sort of have that locked in.
Right.
But yeah. And the baked goods, you know, we collaborate with Big Pete's as it relates to like the cookies and things like that. But for the most part, we focus on the flour and sometimes the concentrates.
Like psychedelics?
Yes, I do. Matter of fact. I like the mushroom bars right now.
Yeah, which way do you like to take them? You know, because there's
Like
so
how
many
many-
mediums now. There's like chocolate, there's gummies, there's the liquid form if you wanted to put it in a tea.
I've just had the chocolates,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm old school, so I'll eat the stems and the caps and just chew those shitty things up. They just taste awful.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Let me ask you
gee.
this. If it came in a gel cap, that version of it, the ground up, you know, that the real shit, right?
Like a capsule that's just filled with the dust.
Yeah. Would you do it that way?
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, I think that would be the best way because you don't got to taste none of that
You
crap.
have to taste it. We can skip the taste buds and just put it right in there. That's
But
fine.
but I got to tell you, I think it would be more intense because it's dissolving in your belly as opposed to being chewed up and swallowed and
yeah, little time.
yeah,
As
the
opposed
time.
to just and instantly you get the mushroom shit.
I think it would hit you a couple hours later, but
know what I'm
when it
talking
hits
about.
you, it's
the mushroom shits.
a little bit intense, a little
Oh,
bit more intense. Oh yeah, the
Oh.
twist of the stomach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's always tough. That part.
Nasty, man.
No, that's absolutely true. I was on so many mushrooms one time. I was in my garage. At the time, it was like I was doing a show out of my garage as well. So we were out there, and I was got this bag of mushrooms. My buddy's like, "Let's do some," and he grabbed like half the bag and like a handful of popcorn. At the fucking
Savage.
movie. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but I couldn't let him go alone. So I took the other.
Oh,
half.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
see, you're a good wingman.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, I can't let him hang out there. I got to go with him on this. And so
You-
we're sitting
yeah.
there.
Teamwork.
It was painted blue.
There must be two.
The bubbles started going up in the corner, like I was at the bottom of like a SpongeBob's place. The bubbles go like my whole place turned into an aquarium, and I was in it.
That's amazing.
It was awesome, and that's when I
Fun
realized. That's when I was like, I got to shut my eyes. I'm getting too much. You know, I had to shut my eyes because I was seeing too much.
That's cool. You didn't let him go by himself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
And
'Cause-
that was a full melt.
yeah, that's a full melt.
Yeah.
And when you're in the journey by yourself, it's like no one can relate.
No. Oh.
and
Everybody's
it's
like,
great. And suggestions are always fantastic. 'Cause you can just you jump right on wherever we're at. We're jumping into this story.
oh
like-
man.
With rich detail.
With absolutely.
Yes, rich detail. That is a good description. Because I mean, yeah, it's all very vivid at that moment. Even in the melt, it's pretty goddamn vivid.
Oh.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a good, you know, trip?
A good trip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I did a lot of acid in college and stuff.
Yeah.
But and
Sometimes those are the trippiest times, right?
oh yeah,
When you think about it.
it's all who you like set and setting. It's all about that.
Yeah.
You got to be in the right mindset, and who you do it with, you got to be able to trust. And I was doing it with a guy just like Jesus.
See, we preach that. Like, if you're gonna do psychedelics, you got to be with the right people,
Yeah.
Right.
right setting, no stressful fucking situations. Just relax and enjoy.
Yeah, don't go out for your first trip and go to some place like to a club that has lights and shit. And you're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
And assholes.
And assholes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that'll blow it for you in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
It's a vibe thing.
Assholes
it is.
kind of ruin every situation, though.
Yeah, but when you're on mushrooms, just a little more.
Oh, for
More
sure.
intense.
Because you're so yeah, you know, you're having a good time. And when someone with that ill vibe shows up, it's like boom, done.
That's the rich
Until they
detail.
leave. When they leave, you're able to like just brush it off. That's the cool thing about mushrooms. If a person that has not such a great vibe comes in the room and everybody's got stink face because they know it, when that person leaves, it all just brightens up again. It's
Brightens
like
up.
it's like a dark cloud that comes in, blocks the sun, and then it pushes on.
They kind of feel it too. Like,
Yeah, they know.
"Okay, all right.
Like, wait a
What are you
minute.
guys doing? I'm out of here.
Especially if
Most
they're not.
punishers don't feel it, though.
No.
Oh, they're called punishers. The people
Oh,
that
the-
come in and just fuck with you.
Yeah, the punishers,
Oh.
they don't feel it most of the time, though.
And God forbid they're shrooming with you. You know, because usually it's a person that's not shrooming and you could totally sense their vibe that they're negative.
Yeah.
But if they're shrooming with you and they're causing the
They're not
chaos, man,
shrooming, they're
that
like,
shit
All
is
right, you're running through the forest. You're like, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to do the forest thing again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck right out of here. Oh my God.
What's been your worst melt?
I mean, as far as like being in set and setting it, I never really had a worst melt because when I started to have it, I recognize it and enjoy it for what it is. Not like just anything in life, you know, where it's like you got the good times and the bad times. You got to roll with whatever the fuck you're in. You can't just dwell too much.
Yeah.
But there was a time when I was like, when I discovered why black posters or black light posters exist. You know, those felt posters that are fluorescent. Yeah. And so I never really understood those when I was a little kid. But then I did acid one day and I went into this room that they're all over the wall. And the stereo's playing something. I don't even know what the hell's on, but it's not playing a band on the wall. It's like there's the Led Zeppelin poster. So you got Robert Plant's shirts open. Whole band.
Yeah.
Smoke. So I'm looking at this blacklight poster and it's fucking playing the song on the fucking radio.
Oh man.
Smoke's rolling, drumsticks, Robert Plant breathing, singing with his microphone. I'm like, holy fuck. You can see like every felt tip of every single poster.
You got hit by the laser.
Yeah. So I'm watching this concert. Every like shadow in the room came out. It was like standing next to me in like this kind of like this, I don't know, not really demonic form, but it was like hell in that sense. And I was like, I looked around, noticed, and I was like, I'm tripping balls. And then I walked out of the room and just changed my set. I didn't stay in there and be like, holy shit, I'm in hell. I mean, I'm like, fuck man, I'm in hell. Let's go to this room. And then just go in there, there's somebody else tripping, they suggest something, now I'm on that trip. Just can't dwell.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You can't just stick in when you don't feel right. You got to move.
Yeah, you got to move.
Yeah, you got to move.
Sit and be as still as you can, but you got to move.
The reset is key if you catch the ill vibe. Yeah. I remember, you know, cats that were older than us always used to, when they would do like acid or mushrooms or something or some sort of psychedelic, they would go to the Griffith Observatory and watch the light show, like the Eagles light show, Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, and there was the Doors. There was the Doors. There was like 4 different types of light shows, and the Steve Miller Band. And sometimes they did a mix of all of them. Yeah, that was a cool thing to experience if you were.
Yeah, the laser show that goes with the album.
Yeah,
and just but see, everybody goes to that because they're tripping balls.
Yeah,
like you said, if you go to the club, not everybody's tripping balls, and so you get the assholes of people dancing. And shit. You're like, I don't need this. I just want the lights.
Yeah,
right, you all leave and I just be here watching the lights of the club.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I appreciate when like an artist, you know, has a great light show and like all the shit so that the visual is, you know, undeniable. And so if you decide you want to trip balls, you could watch that artist and they got it all for you, right?
The last great show that I ate mushrooms and went to, I don't know if you're familiar with the term yacht rock.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, playing Toto.
Yeah.
And so
we are very familiar.
There's a band locally called Yachtly Crew.
Yachtly
Crew. Heard of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah. And they all wear like the Love Boat costumes, the white navy.
Oh my God.
And there's probably 9 guys in the band, 9-piece, got horn section and stuff like that. And they play all those great, you know, yacht rock hits.
Oh,
and they're all up there like that. And they have quite the light show. So I ate a bunch of mushrooms thinking this fun. You get the entire crew of the Love Boat singing these songs while these lights are going on. I mean, that was a good time.
I gotta see that.
Yeah. If you get a chance to go see Yachtly Crew.
I gotta see that. That's almost like Metal Shop.
It's great.
Right? Or Metal School.
Yeah, metal school is happening.
Yeah.
Christopher Cross is the captain of the boat.
Yeah. He has to be.
Yeah, he's sailing, man.
Sailing. That's
No more yacht rock.
Yeah.
Christopher Cross.
Well, you need you know,
Kenny Loggins.
No, not Kenny Loggins. You need Michael McDonald, man, playing piano on the boat.
Man, right there.
Michael McDonald's got the Hall & Oates.
Yeah, he's
Hall & Oates.
Those are all Hall of Famers in the yacht rock.
I had Steve Lukather on today on my show from Toto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he stopped through. He's got a benefit concert here in town coming up at Ed Asner Family Benefit. That's going to be, he's playing, Ringo's joining him. Because he plays in the Ringo Starr All-Star Band as well. And he's played on everything. He was on Michael Jackson's Thriller.
He's a sought out gun.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in Toto from the beginning and has 9 solo albums.
Yeah.
And then he's playing, he's playing, you know, with everybody. He's been a session guy for just everybody.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was good buddies with Eddie Van Halen.
got their chops still.
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
still going out, still touring, still
he
loving
shreds.
it.
Yeah, he
He
shreds.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
He's good.
Straight up. Hey, man, we want to thank you for taking the time
thank
and
you
sitting
guys.
there with
Oh, yeah.
us. You got to come do the show proper downtown when, you know,
Yeah.
when you
Yes.
got time, come sit in with us down there and
I would love to
get the full
get
experience.
the full experience. Have me back, fellas.
All
It's
the
been wonderful.
submissions, the
Word up.
asylum.
That's right.
The whole thing.
Word up, man. My man Frank Kramer up in here. Dr. Greenthumb Show. We'll be back. Welcome back to the special edition of the Dr. Greenthumb Show here on location at the Woods. I'm Dr. Greenthumb here with the closeout crew. Eric Big Drum Bobo, DJ C Minus, the strong one, Steph Tone,
What's up?
and Cali Blaze. Bang. Yeah, I did that.
My man.
Bang. That bang.
Yeah,
Right at his
Beautiful.
trigger pull.
Ain't it?
That was
Bang.
right there.
bang.
It's been, you know, one of like we've never had so many guests in one day, and you know, a milestone having Cheech and Chong.
Hell yeah.
on the
Back
show.
together.
Back together. Like
That's right.
I mean, they've been back together, but
Yeah.
like on the
On the
show,
show,
I've
yeah.
only ever had Tommy.
Right.
Tommy's done a
Multiple.
few smoke boxes. He's come and sat at the table with us, I think,
Yeah.
in the old form of this show. He's been active with us, but to have Cheech and then have Tommy, you know, drop in, that was awesome. So salute to those two. We are now going to hear from the asylum. We don't got all the bells and whistles because we're on location, so we're just gonna, you know, hear the voices now.
All right, we got Feather Lightfoot up in here with $100 super chat.
Yeah.
Hey,
And he's saying, I love what you guys do.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
That's rad.
And we got Joe up in here saying, Bolton, my wedding was canceled in February, but I'm getting married today. Can I get a wedding blessing from the crew?
Hey,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Congrats.
Good luck,
Blessings
man.
to you both.
And
Yeah.
good luck.
Happy marriage.
Blessings to you, man. Going with positive vibes. You and your future wife, you know what I mean? And have happiness together.
And we got Positive J up in here saying, damn, looks like you guys are at the Rainforest Cafe.
That's right.
Well,
Whole
It's a
lot of
jungle out there.
forestation happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a jungle over here for sure.
Cool.
And we got G Body up in here saying, you guys should do infused Arnold Palmers.
That would be awesome. I would do that.
I think
Yeah,
that
somebody
sounds
should like
delicious.
infuse some lemonade or something like that.
Yeah.
Talking to your mic, Bobo.
The mic is right here.
Like
That's
right
not
here?
how it works.
It's right here.
You've been broadcasting how many just?
It's right here, man.
Whenever you turn to look at C minus, you are
What?
not looking. You are not talking into the mic, son.
What do you say?
He was saying what he had done said was
His words.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
We got Panda up in here saying, just missing Snoop and Willie Nelson, the complete Mount Cushmore.
man,
Boom.
man,
Right?
man. Let me tell you, man.
And we got Rhino up in here saying, wait, was that Chavo from System of a Down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Wait, what? Yeah, it was.
Bam, right there.
Well, certainly.
He comes through every now and then, right?
Yeah, that's the
His
homie.
family.
We got Host Sway up in here saying, I love having an IPA with my edibles.
Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
that's a different kind of crossfade.
Yeah.
You know, the crossfade, I think, you know, we're trying to convey was the actual alcohol with the infused drink. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That's the crossfade I was talking about.
Yeah.
But plenty of us crossfade with, you know, smoking weed and drinking a beer.
Better be a pro.
Yeah, you better be a pro.
Yeah.
And let's
smoking
see.
weed and
Or
drinking
liquor.
Right.
Or liquor and weed.
beer? We doing shots?
Yeah.
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 But we're talking a different kind of crossfade. Anyway.
And we got Panda up in here saying that Parrot at the Woods is lit.
Hey,
Lit.
Word.
Yeah.
definitely.
At first, I thought it was somebody's phone.
Like an alert.
You know, like an alert or something like that.
Yeah, it's got something to say. It's got something to say.
Yeah.
What kind of birds are they?
What you say?
We got Up is Down up in here saying definitely going to get crossfaded at Dia de los Deftones.
All right.
Yeah.
What
I'll be
date is
faded.
that?
November 4th, Petco Park, San Diego.
Nice.
Be nice.
Nice.
We got everybody commenting on Steph Tone being in the couch and comfort.
Couch
We got
comfort.
Osiris TV up in here saying Steph got like 7 pillows behind him. Steph's in the portal.
Sure was, man.
He looked as if he was, but
And I want to tell you, much of that time, I was thinking, man, if Bobo had this seat right now,
he'd be out.
Sleeping.
he would be gone.
I would go to my side.
You would go to your side?
Yo, fuck the bullshit. I would just go to my side and night.
Night.
That's
It's like
Club Mimi.
Club Mimis.
You know, but you
He's
did
got
look. You did look comfortable.
It was
man.
comfortable.
It was comfortable.
You sure did.
I got to be as comfortable as I could with Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Word.
It looked like Cheech was giving you therapy.
We got M. Kush G up in here saying Steph Tone looks like that girl who smoked too much weed and was deflated on a couch.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Going in on your seat.
I remember that.
Like, we
commercial.
know that you weren't. It was just the appearance of.
Dude.
Oh, I was loving it.
That was great.
It looked crazy.
Yeah.
We got Brian up in here
Tell me
saying
another story.
we got Brian up in here saying much love all the way from Northern Kentucky.
All right. Kentucky.
Northern Kentucky.
The
Love
good
your fried
bourbon.
Love your fried chicken.
The good bourbon be made out there, man. And moonshine.
Yeah.
Moonshine and bourbon. And believe it or not, if y'all don't know this, but in Kentucky, they grow a lot of cannabis there. For, since way back. It's just, it's not legal market, but they got some very talented growers out in Kentucky.
And
Kentucky
they grow
likes their
agriculture.
greens.
They grow agricultural hemp as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they do.
They all game out there.
We got Panda up in here saying Weekend at Bernie's, Steph Tone edition.
Yo.
Yeah.
Man, this is great.
Nice.
All stuff
There
thrown
he
on
is.
that
Hey.
couch.
Weekend at Tony's.
We got Large Pro up in here saying the chili cheese fries from Original Tommy's is hitting today.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, maybe the chili cheese fries is acceptable, sort of, but not really.
Yeah.
They
Doesn't hit
good.
the
Correct.
same for me.
Yeah.
Stick 'em.
Ha, 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 stick 'em.
Yeah, you
Nah,
can't have
yeah.
that all the time, but once in a while, it's quite nice.
They're
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
He did
I
quite
like
nice.
I'd rather have the Wiener Schnitzel chili cheese
Oh,
fries.
I do love me
man.
some Wiener Schnitzel
Fuck
chili
out of
cheese.
here with
I
that
agree.
Tommy shit.
I like them chili cheese dogs, them chili cheese
Yeah.
fries.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Schnitzel.
The Hat has great chili cheese
Yeah.
fries. I would do those over Tommy's all day.
Pastrami chili.
I wait. All right.
And we got Jerry up in here saying the godfathers of potheads everywhere. Been a fan since 1973, and I love you guys. Shout to Cheech and Chong.
Salute to Cheech and Chong.
Word
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yeah, I think today I now have a new number one on my weed smoking list.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Kale up in here saying 3.5 grams going to the Cypress Hill and Slipknot was the best time of my life.
Nice.
The portal was real.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
especially
Yeah.
that concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, because Slipknot's production was nuts. To look at that. Because we went out and saw it. I mean, like Bobo and I will go watch, the show of whoever we're playing with. Because 1, we want to support. 2, we want to see what they're doing. 3, we're fans. So like, or maybe we want to become fans. You know what I mean? But with Slipknot, we were already fans. Those are the homies. We're just going out there to check the show, and it looked amazing.
That's
It
exactly what I was
it
thinking.
was amazing.
Amazing.
Just looking at it like, I should be in a portal right now.
Yeah, you could have totally been in the portal
Yeah.
watching that show. Even if I had a microdose, it would have been awesome. Look at Pedro. Hey.
Hey, Joe.
Hell yeah.
Look
Get
at-
it, Pedro.
All right.
He's working, son. Next.
We got Donnie up in here saying the worst trip for me was seeing the Cure and the Cranberries with my old girlfriend.
The Cranberries. Rest in peace, old girl, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wouldn't want to be in a portal looking at that.
No way.
No, you get hella in your feelings.
No, I'd get mad.
Ooh.
I don't,
Crap
that music
music?
just makes me mad.
That crap music.
I didn't say crap. I just said
I
that
did.
music
Yeah.
makes me mad.
Yeah,
I exchanged it.
I wouldn't do that.
Certain music just sort of ignites a thing in me where I like.
I
can't
feel your
stand
fury.
it.
Wow.
We just got super chat in by Can I Kick It saying, crew, top 3 video games, arcade or gaming console.
Galaga on the arcade. Ooh, that was a big game for me.
Joust.
Okay, so yeah, on the arcade, yeah, it was Galaga for me, but also Centipede, and what was that one?
Tempest?
Defender.
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 Defender
Yeah,
was good.
Defender was dope.
I'd say Street Fighter for arcade. That was my favorite.
What about Moon Patrol?
That was dope too.
Yeah, it was Galaga, and I was really Ms. Pac-Man was great. I used to, especially when you would go to those. Sometimes in the arcade they'd have those modified versions that went fast.
Yeah,
Remember, like they'd be like, "Oh, this one's souped up."
Tempest was dope too. As simple as that was, Tempest was pretty cool.
Centipede and Missile Command.
Missile Command.
Man.
That was cool. As simple as that was,
Yeah.
too. You had to be
Yeah.
quick
Ooh,
to drop the what was it?
Yeah, they were coming down to put
to
those
stop the
things-
bombs
yeah.
from
Yeah.
dropping on
Yeah.
your city. The anti ballistic
the
shit.
defense.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Pretty
about track
tight
and
game.
field? Oh, that game was hard when they got going quick.
Yeah.
You just
Yes.
see the wheel go straight across.
Yeah.
You just lighten it up as fast as you can.
Hey, you know, it was a trippy arcade game was the one based off the Olympics. You know, like where it was.
Oh, hell yeah. Track and field.
Track and
I
field.
asked that. I love
There you
track
go.
and field.
That
That
was
was dope.
That was a dope game.
That was a good one.
Yeah, there was cheat tactics too.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was
Code
always cheat tactics.
Yeah.
if you just hit the double.
Yeah. All right. We just dated ourselves. Next.
And we got M. Kush G up in here saying, legendary show today, boys.
My
I
man.
must agree.
What up, M. Kush?
And let's see here. We got Midget Mike saying, damn, Septone just became the couch.
My man.
Man,
Couch of
they
comfort.
jealous.
I
They
love
jealous 'cause you was
couches.
In the Zen garden, you became one.
You were killing it right there. I looked over. I'm like, man,
Comfy.
he was doing it.
Bobo was a little jealous over
Joe
the
Bobo was
a little
jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm comfortable.
I'm telling you, I
he's-
thought about you like almost the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
I
man,
know, I
Bobo-
know.
Hey,
I felt
Bobo's
that.
head would have been going.
I felt that.
Bobo was probably thinking, I'm comfortable, but he's comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Winner.
Winner. All right. Next.
And we got Loved Him Killers up in here saying, happy Friday to everyone on the show in the Insane Asylum. Yo, B and Bobo. Any release date for your albums with Les and Stu Bangas?
Still working on a release date for the album with Les and I, but it's definitely coming.
For the album, Escape the Matrix, Techo Les, Two Bangers, myself. First single's gonna be dropping in about 3 weeks with the video. But it's actually called The Dominator, and it's with Rusty Jux on it. So stay tuned for that.
Word.
And we got Loved Him Killers again saying, great show today, guys. Will there be a show on Monday?
Yeah.
And we got J Max C saying, damn, anyone else hear Colton say council instead of council?
Console.
It's console.
Council.
Consolation.
Console.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's
Amazing.
amazing.
Oh,
Brilliant.
not at all.
Good day, mate.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
Oh, behave.
And we got JR up in here saying, okay, y'all, am I crazy for getting back into cassettes? Nostalgia is an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And it sounds different, so you're not crazy. It's got a sound.
Nah, that's
Like,
that's
yeah.
that warm sound
got
we
a-
remember.
The warm
Yep.
sound of the tape.
Yep.
Tell you what else you're gonna get to remember is your tape getting eaten up.
Yeah. You
That
better,
part.
You gotta fix-
you
yeah,
better
you gotta
clean your
fix it with-
tape player. Clean
Yeah.
your tape player.
Clean
really
your tape
good.
player, yeah.
But you could fix it easy with some pencil, some tape, put it
Yeah,
right back
you know,
together.
Little
throw it.
tape on the back of the,
Yeah, man.
Unless it gets
A
crinkled.
little dollar bill cut.
Sometimes you got to cut the crinkle part off and
That's
retape
right.
it. You got to
Exactly.
remix it.
Yeah. Scratch.
little echo.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get good at it, you actually learn how to splice tape because
That's cutting
because
edge.
you'll tape it, you'll listen to where it is, and then you can adjust from there and put it right on time. So it's like try to make it seamless.
Mhm. It's an art.
Yeah.
All right.
And we got Antonio up in here saying, I still have my Cheech and Chong Lights Up America signed concert ticket. I just need to get a pic with them and frame it.
Right
Oh,
on.
come on down.
They're here.
They're right here.
Right here.
And we got Lisette up in here saying, it's my man's Carlos' 25th birthday today. Wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Carlos.
birthday, Carlos.
Happy birthday, Carlos.
Carlos.
Happy birthday, Los. Smoke some good weed today. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Be around your good friends and create a positive vibe. Don't be around the boof negative ones. You know what I mean?
And we got Lisette again saying, we'll be seeing you guys in Illinois in a week and asking for a moment of Bart's barbecue, please.
3, 2, 1.
Smoking. Smoke. Brisket. Doing a pop up. Pop up.
Cornbread.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We got M. Kush up in here saying, oh shit, I didn't even know Callie Blaze was on the show. Shout out to you.
What up, man?
He's right there.
I'm right here, bro.
Right
I know I'm short, but right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
We got Brady B saying, everybody have a stoned and safe Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Don't drink and drive.
It is Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, it is.
That's a name of a band. Labor Day weekend.
Word.
Or if you even want to personalize it, his Labor Day weekend.
Oh, wow.
What you think? Punk pop
story.
man.
I think
Even the parrot agrees. Yeah. Or that parrot is saying, get that fucking dog off the stairs, man. You had to see it. Sorry. Next.
There's a dog going up.
There's a dog.
Going up.
And we got Mike the Ripper up in here saying, what's your guys' favorite Cheech and Chong movie?
The original first.
Yeah, first.
Up in Smoke.
Yeah.
Next movie for me.
Next movie's dope, too.
It is.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
Corskin Twins is pretty nice.
That is pretty fucking funny, even though it has nothing to do with weed. Just
Word.
yeah. The comedic flavor on it is just crazy. Hilarious.
Yeah, Still Smoking's the one where they ended up in Amsterdam doing their routine. They're on stage.
And everybody's calling him Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
We got our Van Dam up in here saying, Insane Asylum, we are family up in here. Flame it up. Lovely day for everyone and hope y'all got some fire.
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 Fuego.
He said fire.
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 Amazing.
Amazing.
And the last one so far, we got Jesus up in here saying, Steph is teaching a master class in leisure and relaxation. Steph is going to relax into the fourth dimension.
It's how you're supposed to enjoy your high, man.
That's right.
He is in full control.
100%.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I was like, this is very Amsterdamish, but better.
Oh man.
Excellent.
I would say that there is a mix today, but there's most likely not because we don't have our turntable set up here. So but we'll be back in the mix next week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So make sure you check us out. We want to thank all our guests for coming in and getting down with us here on the Dr. Greenthumb Show here at the Woods. And thanking Woody Harrelson for allowing us to film here or broadcast here in their smoke lounge, smoke garden, if you will.
Hell yeah.
And it's been a good one. Bobo, shout out.
All right. Catch me on the socials on X at Eric Bobo, on IG, Eric_Bobo, on Discord, Bobo's Corner. Thanks to the Woods for having us, and big ups to Cheech and Chong for being a part of this, and everybody here. It was a good time, and me and Snack, we thank you for your support. And Snacks is going to go after that parrot in a little while. because you know, he didn't like him interrupting us so much.
A word.
Yeah, he was a little pissed off. So
Damn.
buddy,
Don't eat some of them koi fish out there. C minus.
Thanks to everyone here. And thanks to everyone that watches and hangs out with us every Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate you. Follow me, C-Fan4 on all the social medias. The Twitch mixes will start again probably this weekend, but yeah, I just needed some time. But we are going to be back this weekend, so keep your notifications on, and I'll see you out there. What up, Steph Tone?
Yeah, thank you. Shout out B. Thank you for creating these moments like this. This is awesome. Bobo, C-, Cali Blaze, Bolton, Ray Morning Shot Films, Aton, Pedro, Psycholeezy, Javi Lopez, The Asylum, Twitch Ward, the Discord, Mark Sargent, Karen B, and David Weiss. All of y'all have a great weekend, and see you again next week. Cali Blaze.
Shout out to everybody here. B, thanks for putting this together. Woody Harrison for having us. Cheech, Chong, everybody. Great experience. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. Shout out to my girl, my family, and everybody who follows us.
You find yourself in California, visit Dr. Greenthumb's and come to the woods. Swallow that.